Well, good Wednesday morning, everybody. It's good to speak with you again this week. I just came out of, I think, 3 meetings. Isn't that right, Nancy? Nancy's behind the camera here. And I was thinking when I walked in here for this video, how blessed I feel to be a part of this parish family. Because we finished 3 meetings, which tends to be kind of blah, 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 mundane, detailed kind of routine stuff of church life. And yet it's actually fun because we can get together, we can kind of laugh about things, and we can just kind of wax a little bit too eloquent sometimes at other points in our discussion. And it's just, we just have such a wonderful group of people who are part of our parish. And it's a blessing to even be in these mundane meetings with the people that we have here. And what a blessing that is. Just a couple things I want to highlight today. We had our first phase 2 Sunday service this past Sunday, and we had a Rite 1 8 o'clock and a Rite 2 10 o'clock, and it had been months since we've last had that. And it went really well. We had a really good turnout. We had 19 people at 8 o'clock and 49 people at 10 o'clock. And there's still room for a few more. So if you're hearing from those who attended and we're talking about how well things went, and you're thinking maybe I can come out, well, you're still open to. You don't have to pre-register or anything. We don't have X's on most of the chairs in there, so you can kind of sit where you would like to some degree, as long as there's 2 empty seats on either side of you or your group. We are between the 2 services. At 9:15, we are having drive-through communion still. So we kind of run from the 8 o'clock service out to communion and then run back for the 10 o'clock service, and it seems to go well. We had about 9 people here for the communion, drive-through communion. I think part of the challenge is the different time. So be aware, instead of the time it was for the drive-through communion, it is now at 9:15 to 9:45. During the service, I have fairly recently put in a couple new changes. The prayers of the people are different. You may be thinking, what is this stuff? It's the reason for me to do the changes in the prayers of the people. Sometimes we can kind of be lulled into sleep when we are reciting the same stuff over and over again, and we don't pause to think about what we're reading and what we're listening to. And so the idea behind the prayers of the people being different is giving you an opportunity to really listen to the words that are in the prayers. And what you may want to do when you come to a service is to take the bulletin, take the customary, and maybe read, and at the beginning of the service, read maybe the collect, read the prayers of the people, and just kind of contemplate on that for a minute, which might help enrich the service for you. Other little change that's going to happen this coming Sunday, I talked with Chuck about this. During the fraction, instead of saying, Alleluia, Christ our Passover is sacrificed for us, we're moving into Advent, which is the birth of Jesus, and so that's a little bit premature for Christ being crucified. So we're going to do a different fraction anthem. Chuck will sing that, and it's going to be My Flesh is Food Indeed. So I will not be saying the words, I will be simply breaking it, and he will be doing that. So just giving you an awareness of that little change also. One other maybe reminder during the service, we have gotten into habit behind our Mass of singing along with Chuck because it's so hard to not sing. But we need to try to refrain ourselves and maybe humming or very quietly mouthing or whatever, but if we can, to try not to sing. Even though we have the Mass, that's a barrier, but singing puts more volume. And so if you can hold off on the singing during that. Only other thing is during the drive-through communion, we are still doing the bread pickup, but we are not doing the canned goods drop-off. Thank you, everybody, for all your wonderful gifts of bringing the canned goods to us here. We're moving into the holiday season, and so there's going to be a lot of other giving opportunities that we have been involved in and will be doing through the holidays. And so we're holding off on dropping off canned goods through the end of the year. We'll be picking that up again. Again, as always, know that you're in our prayers, that if there's anything I can do or the church can do to minister to you, to meet your needs, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. God bless you. Take care.